So fitting these type of designer radiators can be a bit daunting if you've never done them before, but to be fair, probably the easiest ones to do. So first of all, you need to work out exactly where you're fitting it, and on this wall, fitting it centre of the room. So marking my centre of the room, and now I need to find the centre of my brackets. So I'm going to go on the second lot of gap in, because that's where my bracket sits. Measure my centres and mark that on the wall. I'm then going to measure the height. So usually I go either sit them on top of the skirting or an inch above the skirting. But the skirting's not been on just yet. I've set it at just about 14 centimetres off the floor, which should sit about an inch above the skirting. So level line that across. Level line your width across as well. You're going to get a mark on your wall then, which on this one was my bottom of my bracket. I've marked my holes. We'll then get them drilled. A tip for you when drilling holes on any brackets, to be fair, is that on this one, drill straight, and then on the bottom one, drill a bit of an angle. It will just help counteract the force going down. So plug that up. I've moved on to Fisher Fixings after winning my giveaway. Well worth it. Highly recommend Fisher Fixings now. So much better than the standard roll plugs. Get them tapped in, and we can get our brackets fixed to the wall, and then we can get our radiator hung. I'm only doing the bottom brackets first. This is going to then help me mark out my top brackets, and I'm not having to measure it and get it wrong. So I'll put my bottom brackets on first, sit the radiator on top, and make sure it is level. Once happy that it is level, what you're going to do is get your bracket with your little rubber seat on, or shoe, whatever you call it, and instead of messing around trying to get it the actual gap and not being able to do it, put it at the side, mark a little pencil mark. It makes it a lot easier. Then drill your top brackets, get them on the wall, and it's as simple as that. And it's 9 times out of 10, you're going to get it right first time. And then on to piping it up and getting the perfect hole through a finished floor. Basically what I do is cut up length of copper, which is perfect between the valve and the floor. Put it in position, step back, make sure it's straight, couple of pencil marks. Remove the pipe and pipe and valve out of the way. Get yourself a hole saw between 16 to 20 mil and drill straight through the floor. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you don't hit a joist. I did on this one. I had to drill at a slight angle just to pop it through, which was okay. But there was another radiator on the day, which was a bit of a nightmare. We had to drill all the way through the joist. So put the copper through the pipe, cut it to length which you need, and then pop it back through the hole and get your valve all tightened up. Once your valve's all tightened up, you don't have to do this next step, but I think it finishes it off nicely, is to use the Talon Snap It roses and pipe covers just to finish it off. This one was a bit close to the skirting, so we just had to trim it down, but you'd never know that we trimmed it down. Once it's in place, it's nice and flush against the skirting, it just finishes it off nicely. What do you think? Do you prefer to use pipe covers, or do you prefer to see copper on show, or do you prefer the pipe to be painted? Personally, it's pipe covers for me. I can't stand painted pipes. Let us know in the comments below.